Yes, how's it going, man?
How are you?
I can't complain. Yourself?
Good, good. I'm a fan, by the way. I watch you
Appreciate
on
that.
YouTube. You're great.
Appreciate that.
Really enjoy it. I'm interested in a few watches, and I'm hoping you can help me.
Sure. Which watches?
So I'm looking at a 5980 stainless steel blue dial,
Okay.
either used like new box papers or brand new box papers or service box papers.
So that's
I have it
that's the
sourced
only.
already overseas for 180. Obviously, if I can get it cheaper, I'd like to, and I'd like to give you the business locally as opposed to going overseas. So if you can match it or beat it, obviously I'm going to give it to you. Then I take 1, 2, 3. If you have 5980s rose gold strap, I would take those.
So you're looking at 4 watches potentially.
So I'm looking at 2, 3, 4, whatever you actually have in stock or can source.
All right. So I can source everything.
I'll be on. One of the watches is for me, and the other 2 or 3 are for the guy I buy my watches through usually.
Okay.
He'll wire you all the money, and I'll deal with him personally.
Okay. Is he
But
in?
I'll put the deal together.
Is he in the
I'm
States?
I'm an avid collector. I got a bunch of watches.
Okay, and he's in the States, so it'd be.
He's with me in Jersey. Yeah,
Okay.
Jersey guy.
So 5981A blue dial. Box papers complete. The price
Yep.
you've got is
That's for me. I know that's got to be sourced.
these all have to be sourced. I don't stock any of these. I can't keep them in stock. You said you've already got a price for what?
I have a price for 180. My price
Okay.
through a guy in Miami.
And what's the specs on it?
It's 2008, brand new, never been touched, never been polished, box papers.
Brand new. Okay. And then the 5980s you haven't found yet. Or
I
got
haven't found
quotes?
them, but my guy's always looking for them.
Okay, so those are they same thing? They can be
They can be used as long as you have box papers.
okay, pre-owned complete. All right, so here's what I'll do. Because of the size of this, I'll put out the calls. I'll find some watches and get an idea on pricing, and I'll quote you prices. And then from there,
Okay.
if we want to move forward after I quote prices, I need a deposit, like a sizable deposit to keep.
Yeah, whatever
guys
you need.
up.
I'm ready to wire you the full money today.
All right, I will put calls
As long
out
as
for
you have a
this.
signed contract or whatever, I'm ready to wire you the money immediately.
I don't need a contract.
Today or
I need
tomorrow.
yeah.
The only other question I have for you is, this is just an opinion question with your expertise.
Sure.
From the 5980 standpoint in stainless, if from an investment standpoint and from a collection standpoint,
Yes.
would you go with how would you push that up against any of the AP frosted? I don't care if it's white or yellow, or I don't know if they make yellow, but white or rose.
5980, hands down, 5980.
5980, right?
Yeah,
That's
the
the way to
frosted APs, while they're badass, what you've seen lately is you went from having none of them on the market, and so we'll just take the silver dial because I had a silver dial about 2 months ago. I was asking,
Japan?
not the Japan edition. That's the black. That's the black with the silver chronos, and that's 188
The
pieces.
silver white gold you're talking about.
They're all white. Yeah, all the frosteds they're all gold. So the white gold frosted silver dial. Just take the regular one. The Japan one is white gold.
I was offered today $215.
I'll sell you one for 210.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it
that's
sounded
and
high.
that's me making 20 grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, so
what about the tourbillons? Would you stay away from them?
tourbillons are okay. Now they don't make a frosted tourbillon, but the
No,
rose
but the stainless steel blue face tourbillon.
I think long term they're going to be good. Right now, what you're seeing happening first off with the frosted is you saw prices were crazy high right out of the gate because nobody had them, and then what I think happened is all of a sudden all the ads got them at one time. They sold them. All those people sold them to gray market dealers, and they all ended up in the market at the same time, which drops the price of them. So now there's a ton of them on the market overnight. Prices dropped, and whenever you see prices go from 210, 220, 230 to 180, 190, it scares you. Now people are drawing back from buying them. Long term, I think they're great pieces because they're still limited. I think the Japan is a limited, it's either 88 or 188. And then all the other frosteds, I think, are limited between 200 pieces and 250. I know the silver one that I had was a 200 piece limited edition, The Japan is a 188, and I think they're right there. Now, if you were going to buy a frosted one, the purple dial would be the one I would buy.
Yeah, I mean that's the one I like. Yeah,
That's the
but
best
you still
one.
say 5980 is the way to go.
I would
right?
still say long term. I would still say 5980 because think about this. Which one's been in production longer?
5980.
Exactly. So which one's likely to get discontinued sooner?
And it's this. Well, isn't the 5980 stainless already discontinued? The rose gold's not, but the 80, the stainless is, right?
Yes, it is. The rose gold is not. The stainless is. So that would be. I mean, I would go over a discontinued piece. I would go for a discontinued piece over a brand new hype piece any day.
So can you beat the? I mean, I would go. I don't need to have it new. If it's like new box papers, I'm happy with it.
Like new box papers.
Yeah, with a 5980 blue dial.
Okay.
And the same thing, the rose gold.
Now let me ask you this: get away from the price tag. So you're at a 180 for a 2008 brand new. Let's say within a $10,000 price difference, I can get you something 10 years newer. Would that make sense? Because the price is going to change whenever you go. You're talking about right now. Well,
didn't they change the gradation and the color of the dial a little bit? Might make it a little more blue as it got more recent. Wasn't it more black?
No, 5980. There is a 5980 blue dial. Steel. The newer, I think the blue dial. Yes, and I think the blue dial was the first one, right? It's discontinued. Yeah, you can still get it. You can still get.
I think the stainless steel on the bracelet is discontinued altogether, isn't it?
I don't know that. I don't want to answer that wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be.
I think because now the 5990 is being pushed.
No. Yeah.
And the 5990 is through the roof now. I mean, stainless steel is 250.
Yeah, more than that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, even the white. I had a chance to buy a white 5980 about 3 weeks ago, and I passed, and I should have bought it. It was at 125.
Oh, that's a good buy.
I didn't get it though. It's only a good buy when you pull the trigger.
I would go black too. I'm not tied to blue. I have so many blue dial watches that it doesn't really make a difference to me. It's more of a fad, in my opinion. So if you can get a black in the 120, 130, 140, I'd be interested.
I'm just going to put out a generic call for the 5980 blue and see what I find. I'm going to take notes all day long and write them down. And then tonight I'll get back with you on what I found, and we'll see what we can make a deal on that. And then for the 5980R, damn, I just had one of those offered to me too, and I passed. It's always
going to be... You have any 5711s in rows on the strap?
Not on the strap, no. I have one that's
5711 rows on the bracelet.
I have one on the bracelet, but it's sealed and it's extremely expensive.
What, like 330, 300?
310.
Yeah. I could have bought that watch for $100,000 like 8 months ago.
Shoot. I have calls out for both of those watches.
This is my cell. Just give me a call whenever.
Cool.
I'm in Jersey, so
and Liz.
You can call me till 11 o'clock tonight.
Okay, cool. And Liz is my personal assistant, so she manages all the incoming messages.
Okay, I didn't
mean
to get strong with her, but she hung up on me the first time.
Good girl. Were you being feisty with her?
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
She kept saying, "Hi, this is Liz." I kept saying, "Can I speak to Anthony?" She says, "Hi, this is Liz. How can I help you?" I said, "Can I speak to Anthony?" And the third time she hung up on.
Okay.
She was a little feisty, but it's fine.
That's how we.
I get it.
That's how we train them.
You guys must be busy, so it's good.
Hey, look, if you make it through her feistiness and you get to me, then it vets you as a customer. It's just our way of vetting customers.
Like I got you. Well, I'm a real buyer and a real collector. So get back to me. Let me know. I honestly, I'd rather give you the business than the other guy who's buying it overseas. And I bought watches from him before, and he's a decent guy. But I'd rather give you the business.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You'll have an answer for me by tonight. And if I can't, here's the thing: if I can't find a watch, I'll at least let you know.
Just let me know.
I haven't found it, and we'll keep looking at it. Right now,
I'm an investor and a collector, so I collect for my own personal. I really don't sell anything. I have like 25 Rolexes that I've acquired over the last however many years. I've been real Rolex heavy, and I'm trying to kind of expand into Patek little. I have the orange Aquanaut, which I got at the beginning of the pandemic. Really good deal.
I love that watch.
And I have a bunch of Audemars, but I'd really like to kind of branch out a little.
Cool, man. All right, I'm on it. You'll hear from me tonight. Bye tonight.
I like that GP that you're wearing on you, the black ceramic GP. The open worked?
Yeah, I have. So I have the black dial one. I'm actually wearing the new one I got today, which is the Earth to Sky edition with the blue dial.
Which one is that?
It's the same
That's the
GP.
rose gold.
It's the same GP skeleton, but in black ceramic, they make two versions. They make an all black skeleton dial, and they make a blue skeleton dial.
So what? The components are blue.
Yep.
That's cool. What are those going for?
Retail price is $40,600. If I were to source one and then resell it right now, they're like $46,000 to $48,000.
In the ceramic.
In the black ceramic, yeah.
And how much are they in the rose?
Rose, shit. Probably now, probably 75 to 80,000. If someone will sell one.
They went up a lot, huh?
Went up. They doubled in a month.
Why is that? Just because they look close to the AP?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's. I mean,
it's like a
that's,
cross between an AP and a paddock.
that's. I mean, you can say it's because they look like an AP, but here's the thing. I bought one 2 months ago simply for the fact that the same day I bought one for 35 grand, I sold my rose gold skeleton for 280,000, and I was wearing it in LA.
Your rose gold skeleton AP.
Yes, I sold it for 280,000. The next day I went to LA and I was wearing the rose gold GP. 3 people throughout that day complimented me on my AP.
Yeah.
And whenever that happened,
listen, I've liked that watch since I've seen it. It's a beautiful watch.
Yeah, so when that happened, it hit me. I was like, damn. Like, it still looks the same to most people. That they've actually been in business longer than AP, and I'm spending 1/10 of the money on it. This is a good
Don't they
deal.
make a tourbillon edition of it as well?
They do. I'm trying to buy one.
And what are those? They're like in sales, like $110 or something.
130.
130.
133.
And rose, what, like 180?
No, rose. They make it in rose and white gold. Rose. I think the retail price is similar. It's like 130 to 135 each.
And they can be gotten at retail.
At retail, yes. Those are good buys. I think long term, what you're going to see happen with those is the same thing you saw happen with AP. The skeletons. You used to be able to buy the tourbillon the AP tourbillon Royal Oak at a significant discount, and you could buy
they're full retail.
And you could buy the skeletons at a discount. Well, now the skeletons slowly creeped up, and those are going double, triple retail. Now, the fact that the regular skeleton is creeping into the territory of what the tourbillon costs, people are like, why would I spend tourbillon money on a basic skeleton? I can get the same watt. I can get a tourbillon for the same price. Now, tourbillon prices are starting to creep up over retail. I think that's what's going to happen with GP. So, while right now, skeletons are over retail, the tourbillon skeleton is slightly under retail or right at retail. You can buy them at that right now, and then when the price of skeletons goes up to double, which it will, you'll start to see turbines go up.
But you still say go with the 5980. That's my next buy. Go with the 5980. So that's just going to continue to go up, right?
It's a paddock, yeah. You cannot go wrong with the paddock. I would never tell you to buy a paddock over a GP unless you have a ton of paddocks and you don't care. You just want something different.
Right. Okay. So see what you can do on the pricing for me.
Sounds good. Work on it right now.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm also always interested in, I mean, like I said, I'm heavy in Rolex, Daytonas. I got quoted 190 today for the meteorite rose gold on the bracelet, which I kind of have a problem paying.
190 for which one?
For the rose gold meteorite, the new meteorite dial.
Let me see if I can find you a better deal.
They're
You ever
saying
do?
that.
You ever do any gym
from
set?
a guy I've done business with in Miami a couple times. He's a trustworthy guy. He's not a scamster at all, and he basically says that those are going to be the new rainbows.
No, they're not.
It sounded funny to me.
No, they're not the new rainbow. I don't even know this guy, but that's just
I look at all the prices that I can see through them, and they're ridiculous.
I can tell you right now that a watch that's got 6 different versions right out of the gate is not the new rainbow. The new rainbow came out in phases. You get to buy one version, and then a few years later you get another version, and then a couple years later you get another version. You don't get 5, 6 versions the very first year. That's
and a rainbow now is going minimum 6, right?
For a regular black dial, you're looking like 550. Yeah, almost 6.
The rose gold.
Yeah. The rose gold black dial, you're looking at low to mid 500s. The pave dial, you're looking at low 6s.
7 to a million.
Right? Low 6s, low to mid 6s for the pave dial, and then the full pave dial, pave bracelet, you're looking at like 800. Do you do gym set bezels?
Yeah. Sure,
Have you seen
I
that?
love that. I mean, I was so sorry to hear when you guys got ripped off in LA.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That I love that orange one.
Yeah, that would be a safe buy long term as well. I think that one's. I think that's personally a $500,000 watch.
What are they asking for it?
I have one right now that's a 2019. I've got on consignment from a dealer in LA, and I can get. I'm asking 330. Realistically, I can get 320.
That much, huh?
Dude, it'll be $500,000 by Christmas next year. If I had the money, I would. I'm trying to buy it myself.
You buy it yourself, yeah.
Yeah, just to replace it.
I mean, I could stretch and buy it, but it's a lot of money. I got 4 kids, man. Give me the price on the paddocks, and let me think about that one. That's a. I mean, I agree with you. I almost pulled the trigger on the day-date ruby dial. You know, that 40 with the ruby dial and the
yellow
ruby
gold one.
hour markers.
Yeah.
It's got the Roman ruby hour markers. I had it at 165. It's up to 250.
Dude, anything gem set right now that's all I want in my collection, and GPs. Gem set stuff and GPs. That's all I'm focused on anymore.
You like the GPs, huh?
Dude, I love them.
I think we're on the same page because I love those GPs.
All right.
I've been really sweating them.
Let's start here. Let me find the paddocks. We'll see what we can do today. And then tomorrow we'll go from there. We'll see what else we can go.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
All right, dude.
I appreciate it. Thanks for taking the call.
Absolutely.
And really good talking to you.
You too, man. Take care.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.